All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for tuning into this video. Please do me a favor, anywhere you can. I want you to like and subscribe to our Facebook channel or YouTube. We want to start getting some more people that are subscribed and liking and getting everything moved up here for our channels and our Facebook page as we make a move toward getting the word out about what's really happening across America. So the president gave his speech for the State of the Union, and I just wanted to say it was an incredible speech, but I'm very highly disappointed with these money hungry, power hungry, greedy, crazy Democrats. It is absolutely incredible about how they are treating America, Americans, and these people that are part of the House, all these senators, everybody that is not doing America justice, not listening to the vote of the American people, and disrespecting the presidency of the United States. They ought to be absolutely ashamed of themselves. This is absolutely ridiculous. I have never been involved in politics until now. From the moment President Trump came down that escalator, I was engaged because I personally saw that that was going to be someone that was going to make a difference for America, and he truly has. All right, he truly has. From the moment he was inaugurated, he started enacting on all of his promises. Now, I got to tell you, the first thing that comes to my mind is some of the promises he needs assistance with the Democrats. People need to come together to solve some of these problems. And the biggest one I'm thinking of is health care, okay? But everything else that he promised, he has delivered, and much more. What these Democrats are doing is an absolute disgrace to America and to those of you who voted. Whoever you voted for, it really doesn't matter. But what they are doing is lie after investigation after investigation, everything from Russia, the hoax, and then going all the way through. You know, we got the Mueller report, and guess what? After 2.5 years, $30 million, and all of these subpoenas and documents and everything else, they found nothing. It was all crap. And then we also found out that the FISA that they did, you went through to get the warrant to spy on an American citizen is absolutely a disgrace. Absolutely a disgrace. And it was all fraudulent. And it's all coming out. Okay? But it's gone from that. I mean, from the moment President Trump said he was going to run, he became president. 20 minutes later, they were talking about impeaching him. Okay, I've already went over that in another video. And then it went on to, when they were, no matter who comes in, if they are in favor of Trump or if Trump likes them, then they hate him. And as soon as someone comes out and says, oh, they don't like him, they're all over, oh, you're the best thing since sliced bread. It's all crap, okay? Here's what I think. The Democrats are power hungry. They want their power back. They want money, all the money, okay? They want to be in control of the money. They want everyone in America, whether you're white, black, brown, purple, green, they want everyone to be dumb. They want you to not know what's going on and just go a certain way. They also want everyone that's minorities, okay? Maybe the blacks and Mexicans or, the Spanish people in America. They want you all to vote and think one way, okay? Listen, what I want you to know right now today, you can think your own way. You can do your own research. You can investigate yourself. You can get multiple opinions. Listen to all kinds of different conversations out there, okay? You can do everything you need to do to make an educated decision when you vote for who do you want as president and who you want in regards to all of the voting that's going to be going on between now and November. Okay? I personally am sick and tired. I was a lifelong Democrat before I knew what the heck was going on until I had to change to Republican to vote for my president, Donald John Trump. Okay? So now I'm a Republican, but now my eyes are open more than ever. I'm aware of everything that's going on, and it's an absolute swamp going on, okay? And President Trump is clearing this swamp, and the people that are part of this swamp are either leaving, getting fired, or they're going to be found out eventually, and then they're going to all go to jail. I hope. There's two standards here. There's the Democrat standard, which is right, and then there's the Republicans, which are all wrong, okay? If you're guilty of something, you're going to go down, and I think that's the way it needs to happen, and these people will come to justice. But this has been going on for a long time now. Ever since President Trump got inaugurated and before, he's just been harassed. And even with all of that, he's done tremendous work more than mostly anybody could ever do. The experience he has in real estate, in negotiations, has allowed him to be totally dominant in regards to negotiating with other countries, knowing if a contract is good or not, being able to say, hey, you know, why are we part of NATO and we're doing our share, but the other people are not doing their share? Why is that? Why are we being screwed over by all these other countries? They're taking all of our jobs away. They're making all of our products and we're getting all the products elsewhere. That is bullcrap. President Trump sees that. He sees a lot more than I even thought he would see, and even more than I know I didn't see. But he's doing the work of the American people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't understand that he's doing the work of America as a whole, he does not care if you're black, brown, white, purple, green, yellow. He doesn't care. Why? Because he cares about America as a whole. He wants to make, what does it say? America great again. All right? If you live in America, you should want him to be successful. You should want America to be the best it can be. You should want America to be the most popular place on earth. That's what you should want. And all of these Democrats want to, anytime President Trump can have a win, they want to shake their head and say, no, no, no. I'm going to give you one example from the video in the State of the Union. But if you watch the whole State of the Union address here for 2020, you're going to see it happen over and over and over again, how disrespectful the Democrats are to everyone in America. Even the guests that were there for the State of the Union that were mentioned, they were disrespectful to those people. And then at the end, you're going to see, I'm going to show you a picture here in a moment, that Nancy Pelosi ripped up the speech from Donald Trump. And that wasn't just ripping up the paperwork from Donald Trump's speech. It was ripping up America's decision. It was ripping up the fact that we had people there that were being celebrated, that are American citizens. Ripped that all up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crucial that you pay attention to what in the world is going on, and you need to stand up and speak. And if you don't know how to speak, then you need to make sure you're voting. And if you don't know who to vote for, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm voting Republican all the stinking way, because I'm sick of these Democrats that are destroying America. And my state where I'm at in California, it's a mess, okay? So I know what I'm doing. But educate yourself and vote the way you want to vote in an educated fashion. And understand that you don't have to vote for one person or another just because you're supposed to. You need to vote because you have a brain, and you're going to educate yourself, and you're going to make your own dang decisions. Now, let's get right into this video here. I'm going to share my screen, and I want to show you a real quick little snippet of this video from the State of the Union, just one of many, many, many examples of what's going on here, okay? This is horrible of what's happening here in America. You need to understand and open your eyes. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I really feel I am not wrong. I am 100% in my decisions of who I'm going to vote for, who I believe in, and what I'm going to do when I go to the polls to vote. I'm going purely Republican because these Democrats, I'm going to start calling them Democrats because this is absolutely stupid. They make no sense. What they do, unfortunately, is they throw out tons of accusations about the president, about the people that voted for the president, and that stuff has got to stop. They need to stop throwing out these accusations. And when they do, for example, he's racist. When they do that, you need to understand that you need to find out, you need to ask the question, why do you say he's racist? What is the reason you say he's a racist? Okay? It is important that you understand that, why the reason is. Okay? So let's look at this little snippet here real quick. I'm going to go here right now. Listen to this. Look at this. He is talking right here, just in this little snippet, about healthcare. Now, one thing I want to say before we get into this video is the fact that you need to understand that, let's be honest, the more the government is involved in anything, the more screwed up it is. What I believe in is less government, and believe it or not, that's what Donald Trump wants. Less government, less bureaucracy, less regulations, so people and businesses and everything can just be free to do the things that they need to do. The only time the government needs to step in is when there needs to be a little bit of oversight, but we have to limit the oversight. I believe in limited government. I believe in people need to make their own decisions, and just, if it doesn't have to be the federal government, maybe have the state get involved, or the local government, or nothing if it doesn't have to go that way. But listen to this. We're talking about healthcare. Now, when you talk about what the Democrats are wanting with healthcare, it is socialism. And you do not want the government to control your life. Trust me. You don't want them to take away your guns. Trust me. You don't want them to limit your speech. Trust me. You want them to be able to say, hey, we want to have our guns. We want to believe in our God. We want to be able to have freedom of speech. So the government, the Democrats want to have equal opportunity for all. Hey, we're not all the same. We don't have the same education. We don't have the same skills. We don't have the same beliefs or desires. That is why we're all different. You don't have the same thing for everyone. Last thing I'll say before I get into this is this thing about $15 with Bernie Sanders for minimum wage. Listen, the more everyone makes, what you should make is based on your merit, based on the opportunities around, competition is what it's based on. It is not based on just the heck that you're a body and you should be paid a minimum amount. No, you need to be paid what you're worth, how much effort you put in, and the more you make, the harder it is on the company to hire the quality employees because they're going to have to pay more, right? So therefore, you're going to do all the work. You're not going to have any help. So let's open up our eyes. We want a good competitive healthcare. But here's what Donald Trump says about healthcare. Look at the Democrats, how rude and disrespectful they are to you as American citizens. President wants to do the right thing with healthcare. It is hard to get that done, but with the help of everyone, it can be done. He doesn't know everything. He doesn't act like he knows everything, but he gets the right people involved to come to the right conclusion and help make the right decisions. Okay? All right, so here we go. Let me pause the share here. So let's look at the blatant disrespect, okay, that these Democrats are portraying. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you are an American citizen and you love America, you should want this president to do good, to make America great again. And if you're anti-American, then you don't. And these people really are anti-America as far as I'm concerned, and it's been proven over and over and over again. Take a look.
I've also made an ironclad pledge to American families. We will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions. And we will always protect your Medicare, and we will always protect your Social Security, always. The American patient should never be blindsided by medical bills. That is why I signed an executive order requiring price transparency. Many experts believe that transparency, which will go into full effect at the beginning of next year, will be even bigger than health care reform. It will save families massive amounts of money for substantially better care. But as we work to improve Americans' health care, there are those who want to take away your health care, take away your doctor, and abolish private insurance entirely. 132 lawmakers in this room have endorsed legislation to impose a socialist takeover of our health care system, wiping out the private health insurance plans of 180 million very happy Americans. To those watching at home tonight, I want you to know we will never let socialism destroy American health care. Over 130 legislators in this chamber have endorsed legislation that would bankrupt our nation by providing free taxpayer-funded health care to millions of illegal aliens, forcing taxpayers to subsidize free care for anyone in the world who unlawfully crosses our borders. These proposals would raid the Medicare benefits of our seniors and that our seniors depend on, while acting as a powerful lure for illegal immigration. That is what is happening in California and other states. Their systems are totally out of control, costing taxpayers vast and unaffordable amounts of money. If forcing American taxpayers to provide unlimited free health care to illegal aliens sounds fair to you, then stand with the radical left. But if you believe that we should defend American patients and American seniors, then stand with me and pass legislation to prohibit free government health care for illegal aliens.
Look, guys, I want everyone to be taken care of course. But there comes a point where we cannot afford it. And if you're offering free health care, free education, free automatic $15 an hour, everybody in the world is going to try to come to America. They're going to flood our borders. So we have to make it, we have to care for the people that need it. We have to make sure the people that are coming here legally stay away and go through the proper channels to become legal, so they can become American citizens, so they appreciate the values of America. Some of the people in Congress, these House of Representatives and everything else, Ilhan Omar and these other ones, Ocasio-Cortez and these other ones, the four ladies, they need to get out of representing America and also maybe even out of America. This is ridiculous, okay? So anyway, enough said about that. You saw, just look at the whole speech, okay? I'm going to stop sharing so I can talk to you a little bit more. Look at the whole speech, okay? Make your own decision. Educate yourselves. Please, make sure you make the right vote. For me personally, I am going all out Republican, and this is coming from someone that was a lifelong Democrat up until the election of when I voted for President Trump. And by the way, if you do want to vote for President Trump to get him reelected because all of the real work he's doing, one thing I want to tell you is you're gonna have to change your voter status from Democrat to Republican, or at least I think independent, because you will not be able to vote for a Republican president if you're listed as a Democrat still. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, last thing I want to tell you, everything that President Trump talked about in the State of the Union, as you listen to it, facts, 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 and the job he has done. This is not about the job he's talking about doing, which is what the Democrats always talk about. Right now, they're talking about free health care, free education, $15 an hour minimum wage. And then they get into office and they do nothing. So you need to educate yourself, vote the way you want to, but I'm going Republican, and it's all about President Trump. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Please subscribe, like, and I hope you enjoy our future videos and our Facebook page. Thanks a lot.